What's up? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a special topic, and that topic is Toys R Us. As you saw in the thumbnail, Toys R Us is coming back. And why is this getting a video? Why am I talking in this video? Well, because this is pretty much a big deal for this generation, also for the next generation, because it's Toys R Us is a big part of our childhood. At least it was for me, and a lot of kids. Even back then, even in the 90s and early 2000s, it was a big part of childhood. But for me, that place was just a wonderland. And for new stores to be opening up little by little, that is just a blessing in disguise right there. I mean, we already had around three open, some in New York, some up north. I'm sure I'm going to put a graphic right here for you guys to see with the correct information because my clumsy mind ain't picking up on it right now. But this is to say, Toys R Us was a big brand. They had thousands of stores. And all of a sudden, poof, it was gone. Amazon was the biggest competitor, then Target, then Walmart, and Toys R Us just didn't know what to fulfill anymore. And now to see it come back little by little, that just shows promise. And I hope that people show up for it. Here, as you can see right here, is a TikTok from Chicago where a new Toys R Us was opened up. And look at the line, look at the faces, look at the happiness that it is bringing for people. And that just shows you how much is not much consumerism is on the rise, but it's more we love the things that made us happy. And with that was Toys R Us. So here on the screen, I'm sure I put it already before, but here on the screen we have a breakdown on each location that will be opening up across the United States. So to break it down, we have Chicago Premium Outlets, which I already mentioned. It opened up. Camarillo Premium Outlets in California will be opening its stores in October. In Maryland, Arundel Mills is going to be opening up in October. And that's where it stops as of now. But in the bottom, there's still more coming up. In Emeryville, California, which is up north by San Francisco, Oakland, they're going to be opening up a Toys R Us. Long Beach is going to be opening up a location. West Des Moines, Iowa, Nebraska, and in Colorado. They're making the push for this, and I am glad that they are because I wouldn't say fans, but I'm just going to say families and kids and adults. They've just been thriving for the things that they missed, the joy that it brought them. And the more that we can push for this announcement forward, which I am trying to do with this video, and get more ears and eyes on this, because this pretty much went under the radar. I mean, not a lot of outlets are talking about this. This just came across my feed on Twitter the other day, and barely on TikTok, that video came out of families going out to the Toys R Us that opened up in Chicago. So these little pushes and the pushes that Toys R Us is doing to itself to get itself back to where it once was. I'm just rooting for them. I'm hoping for the best. And let's just hope that it reaches to that point and to that capacity. So I thank you for watching this video. Thank you for clicking on it, by the way. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. And I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to please hit that like button. That would mean a lot. And subscribe if you're new to this channel. I try to give you content that will make you happy. And you know what? This just shows you as to why. Like, this is not the main reason, but it's a reason as to why I try to make content that takes you out of the world and just makes you focus on, things to laugh at, things to smile about. And yeah. So, as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
I remember. I remember this freaking string. Everybody got one. You got the little grapple thing where you could. Then your mama made you clean all of it up, and that just made it not worth it automatically.